is a presentation of WGN Sports.
A big Independence Day crowd files into the friendly confines of Wrigley Field, and we are set for Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN Sports. The Cubs are trying to make a move in the National League Central, and this is the time to do it. The Brewers are here. The Cardinals will be here next weekend as this homestand will take them in to the All-Star break. And the Cubs are moving up the standings. As the Reds lost last night, the Cubs have won 3 straight. They're 2.5 behind St. Louis. The Brewers are in second, 1 back of the Cardinals. And happy 4th of July along with Bob Brenly. I'm Len Casper. We have the red, white, and blue here for you today, and the Cubs are playing excellent baseball here at home. They've won their last 6 at Wrigley Field.
You know, Len, I think Dorothy said it best. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. The Cubs have played very well here at Wrigley Field again this year, winning their last 6 in a row. Think back to last season, they were 29 games over 500 here at Wrigley.
The Cubs are going to need their veterans to carry them down the stretch, but they've asked a lot of some young guys who've come up from AAA this year.
You know, Len, every season you have your 25-man roster when you break camp, but you know that you're going to need more reinforcements from your minor league system, and so far these 3 guys have really helped out the big club. Sam Fold, in a very limited sample size, has really given this team a lot of energy.
Changes in the lineup. More on that when we come back as we get you set for baseball here on the 4th of July. It'll be Braden Looper and Rich Harden on the mound. A festive day at the ballpark, and we'll have Game 3 of this series coming up next.
Put a refreshing spin on your summer. Bud Light Lime. Superior drinkability. Ultimate refreshment. A splash of 100% natural lime flavor. One taste and you'll find the summer state of mind. Bud Light Lime.
Big Mac, you so want one.
Painting will never be the same. Wagner brings you the only power painter with Optimus dual tip technology. With a more refined spray pattern here, Wagner's dual tip design delivers better paint coverage here, superior control here, and a beautiful finish here. All of which adds more to life out here. The new Optimus Power Painter with dual tip technology. Only from Wagner. The finish you want. The value you're looking for.
Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN TV, your official summer baseball station. Brought to you by Bud Light. With just the right taste that never fills you up. The difference is drinkability. The Illinois Lottery. Play the Illinois Lottery. Have a ball. Comcast. Catch more games in HD on Comcast Digital Cable. Call 1-888-4BEST TV today. By Pepsi. Every generation refreshes the world. Visit refresheverything.com. And by Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines is ready when you are. Go to southwest.com. Grab your bag. It's on.
You are watching the Chicago Cubs on WGN TV, your official summer baseball station. Chicago Cubs baseball in beautiful high definition is sponsored by Comcast. A lot of red, white, and blue in the ballpark today. And let's check out our high-def shot of the game before we get started. Sponsored by Comcast. My partner's shoes. Bob Brenly's baseball shoes today. Nicely done. Cubs Cubs baseball in high definition is sponsored by Comcast. Is that a baseball on your foot?
I sat up last night and unstitched about a dozen baseballs and made those shoes. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, the stitching is just like the stitching on a baseball, the horsehide shoes. Yeah. I feel like somebody might come up here and take a swing at me today.
Once again today, the Cubs and the Brewers wearing the Stars and Stripes red caps as MLB, Major League Baseball Advanced Media, and the McCormick Foundation have partnered up to support Welcome Back Veterans, an awareness and fundraising initiative to address the mental health and job needs of returning American veterans. For more information on Welcome Back Veterans and to make a donation, go to welcomebackveterans.org. You also see the number 4 in ALS. This is the 70th anniversary of Lou Gehrig's Luckiest Man speech as MLB fights ALS. Now the Brewers starting lineup. The Cubs have taken the first 2 of this 4-game series. Craig Counsell leads it off at second. Hardy, Braun, Fielder. A lot of RBIs there in the 3 and 4 spots. Former Cub Casey McGee at third. It's Mike Cameron in center. Corey Hart in right. Another former Cub, Jason Kendall, batting 8th. And the pitcher, Braden Looper, 9th.
And let's check out how the Cubs take the field defensively behind Rich Starter, brought to you by Rich Harden, the starter, brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, refresh everything. Soriano in left, Bradley in right. Kosuke Fukudome with possibly the play of the year in the outfield yesterday, throwing out Jeff Suppan at home plate. Fox, Terrio, Fontenot, Lee across the infield. Giovanni Soto doing the catching once again today for right-hander Rich Harden. Kind of an odd pitching line for Rich Harden his last time out. As you get a look at his numbers on the season, went 7 innings against the Pirates. He did give up 9 hits in that ball game, but because of 9 strikeouts, only 1 Pirate run scored.
And he'll face Craig Counsell to start it. We are underway. That's a called strike. Overcast skies, the lights are on, but a very comfortable afternoon. Another one in there, 0-2, 68 degrees. The wind, believe it or not, blowing out. Only at 3 miles an hour, but it had been blowing in to start the weekend. One and 2 to Counsell. Tim Welke, the crew chief, is back at the plate. Jim Reynolds, James Hoy, and Tim's brother Bill on the bases. Cubs won in extras yesterday, 2-1 in 10 innings. And the final pitch was ball 4 with the bases loaded to Jake Fox. Ripped in the right for a base hit, so Counsell, after an 0-2 start, ends up at first base. We'll bring up J.J. Hardy.
Counsell started the first game of the series at the leadoff spot in the lineup. Yesterday, Jason Kendall, the catcher, hit leadoff. Today, Counsell back in there and starts it for the Brewers with a base hit into right field.
Cardinals came back late last night in Cincinnati. Got a huge grand slam from Albert Pujols. And then Jared Hoffpauer won it in the 9th. His first major league hit to knock in a couple. And they won the game 7-4. So Milwaukee is in second place, 42-38. Cardinals 44-38. The Cubs 39-38. So the loss column is even. But the Cubs with 5 games in hand on St. Louis and 3 games in hand on Milwaukee. Harden throws over. Counsell just 3 stolen base attempts all year. The Brewers very rarely run, only 25 steals in 39 tries. Knee-high strike.
And most of the Brewers' steal attempts come against sinker ball pitchers where they're running not so much to steal a base, but just to try to stay out of double play situations. Rich Harden not really a ground ball pitcher. He gives up a lot of fly ball outs, a lot of strikeouts. I don't think the Brewers will run much today.
Too high on a changeup, and it's 2-2 to Hardy. Now Harden made some big pitches when he had to on Monday. As you mentioned, gave up 9 hits, 8 were singles, but just allowed 1 run. And it was his first win since May 12th. That snapped a 3-game losing streak, which had tied his career high.
Well, there have been occasions in the past this season where Rich Harden has had 1 at-bat or 1/2 an inning where he's really had to work hard and tends to lose his focus a little bit. Just start throwing the ball rather than pitching. Hopefully he'll be able to avoid that syndrome today. Think back to that game against the Rockies earlier this year. I believe it was Garrett Atkins had a 15-pitch at bat, kept fouling off pitch after pitch after pitch, and Rich Harden quickly came unglued after that at bat. Clint Barnes. I'm sorry, it wasn't Garrett Atkins. Clint Barnes.
Call strike 3. Throws him on a fastball right on the outside corner.
Well, that's nearly an unhittable strike right on the edge of the outside corner at the bottom of the kneecaps. Well, not too many hitters in Major League Baseball are going to do damage with that pitch.
Now Ryan Braun, who's hit in 10 straight. Hit foul. 3 Cubs veterans are on minor league rehab assignments, and we can get a first-hand update from you on Ramos Ramirez and Reed Johnson, both with Peoria, Angel Guzman at Iowa, and they all should be back on Monday.
Well, the guys I saw, Ramirez and Johnson, both looked really good in the ball game last night. Reed Johnson with a clean line drive single into left field. Also got hit by a pitch. Ramos Ramirez first at bat, he doubled off the wall in right field, nearly hit it out of the ballpark. He drew a walk later in the game. Ramirez scored twice, and Reed Johnson gave a quick major league education to a middle infielder for the Kane County Cougars last night on a Reed Johnson flipped him in the air.
Long pause by Harden before the 0-2 pitch. It's inside.
And the good news is the Chiefs won. And Marty Peavy, the manager down there, said anytime Lou wants to send us some of his boys, we'll gladly take them.
Absolutely. The 1-2 to Braun. This is hit foul as the battle continues. Prince Fielder on deck. Braun has knocked in 58. Fielder 75 RBIs. And he trails only Albert Pujols for the major league lead. Driven deep the other way. Bradley's back on it. It's going to be over his head. Counsell is going to be stopped at third base by Brad Fisher, their third base coach, and Braun has extended his streak to 11, and they have runners in scoring position with only 1 out.
The Cubs pitching has actually done a real nice job against Ryan Braun before that double to right field. They had held him to a .258 batting average on the season. Braun doesn't hit a lot of balls hard to right field. He's a dead pull hitter. He wants to hit the ball to left center and left field, but that time took a high fastball off the wall in right.
They're going to intentionally walk Fielder and go after Casey McGee instead. Well, the Brewers had a lot of chances against Carlos Zambrano yesterday, and they only got 1 run. That was on a bases loaded walk in the 4th inning. He worked out of a couple of big jams.
Oh, and a huge step forward for Carlos Zambrano yesterday. He recognized that he maybe didn't have his best stuff, so he had to go to plan B. Threw a lot of split-fingered fastballs, and that's a good sign in his development for him to realize quickly what he had working and what he didn't have working, and managed to keep his team in the ball game, give him a chance to win.
Casey McGee had one of those opportunities with the bases loaded, nobody out in the 4th inning. Then he went after the first pitch and fouled out to Zambrano. Maybe a little anxious. Mike Cameron then fouled out to Derek Lee. Hart took the bases loaded walk, and he got Hardy on a pop out. That could have been a disastrous inning. So McGee trying to do some damage against his former team. Brewers got him on waivers after 2008. And he has played third base throughout this series. Also has been splitting time with Craig Counsell up the middle, and it just kicks past Fontenot, and they're going to get 2. Well, took a big hop right at the end to get over a diving Mike Fontenot, and McGee with 2 RBIs on that one swing.
Harden doesn't try to catch the ball. He just tries to stick his left foot in front of it, and the ball hit the bag out there at second base. Unfortunately, took a bad hop away from Mike Fontenot. Brewers were going to get 1 run on that play, but if Fontenot is able to knock that ball down, Braun probably has to stop at third base.
Mike Cameron hits it foul. And a big opener on Thursday night. 3 hits, including a home run and a double. He went 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts yesterday. Deep breath by Harden before a 1-1 pitch. Change up is low and outside. The other thing he did in his last start, he really varied the speed of both his pitches, a fastball and the changeup. When he got here last year from Oakland, at times he was throwing his changeup and his fastball at the same speed, about 89, 90 miles an hour. Could get his fastball up to 95, 96. Changeup from 84 to 89. But early this season, the velocity was pretty flat on both pitches. 3-2.
You may ask yourself, how can you have a fastball and a changeup both at 86 miles an hour? But the pitch reacts completely differently. The fastball holds its line, seems to have a little hop at the end of it, and the changeup does exactly the opposite, just dies as it gets into the hitting zone.
Ball was crushed by Cameron for a 3-run homer. So the Brewers taking out their early series frustrations on Rich Harden. As Cameron just hit his 14th homer, second of the series.
It's going to be one of those days. Very calm air here at Wrigley. Flags barely moving. These are the kind of days that hitters really light it up, and Mike Cameron goes down and golfs one out of here to left center field to spot the Brewers to a 5-run lead here in the top of the first.
So 5 runs scoring over the last 2 at bats. McGee with a 2-run single and Cameron with a 3-run homer. It's the first time they've really gotten to Rich Harden. His previous 3 starts against Milwaukee, he had allowed 3 earned runs in 18 innings. One and one the count on Corey Hart. Well, you knew the Brewers were not going to go down meekly in this series, having dropped the first 2 games and having dropped out of first place. Bunted toward third. Fox is going to have to barehand. The throw is late. bunt single for Corey Hart.
Boy, to be honest with you, Len, I'm surprised we haven't seen more of this with Jake Fox at third base. I mean, he's fielded everything that's been hit his direction, but nobody has tested him on that bunt for a base hit. Makes a nice play, but Corey Hart's got a lot of speed, able to leg it out with those long strides.
And he's playing back here. Jason Kendall might think about the same thing. Even with 2 outs, or there's only 1 out. Last 5 guys have reached. One ball, no strikes.
And Braden Looper in the on-deck circle, the opposing pitcher batting only 120 on the season, but he's hit into a lot of hard outs. He can swing the bat a little bit.
Fly ball for Soriano in left center. And he makes the catch, and that is out number 2. And the pitcher coming up. And the Cubs reconfigured lineup today has Fukudome leading off and Soriano batting 6th. They're going to need a big performance to come back this afternoon against Braden Looper. Looper does a pretty good job with the bat, a career .205 hitter. Hart with a short lead at first. And that's off the plate. 2-0 on Looper. Nobody happier about the 5-run first than that guy. He hasn't even thrown a pitch yet. He is not used to struggling this early in a ball game. Rich with a 3-1. Sharply hit on the ground, bobbled by Terrio. He's going to have time, and the dig by Derek Lee saves him. The Brewers bat around in the first. They score 5 times, and the Cubs are coming up.
Massaging gel insoles with 2 different gels for softness and support are outrageously comfortable.
I'd rather walk anyway.
Are you gelling? Dr. Scholl's.
I'll take care of it. When you have to send money fast, why pay more? It's just $11 with MoneyGram at Walmart. Anywhere in the U.S., and the money arrives in minutes. Just $11.
Save money. Live better. Walmart.
It's right here. It's easy. It's the money you could be saving with Geico.
Let's check in on Lou Pinella's Pepsi lineup for today's game. Brought to you by Pepsi. Refresh everything. Kosuke Fukudome with an excellent on-base percentage. He's going to lead off. Terrio, Lee, Bradley, and Fox in the middle. Alfonso Soriano struggling big time, so he was trying to take some pressure off him, and this is not a day-to-day thing. He's going to go with this for a while. Soto, Fontenot, and Harden at the bottom.
Take a look at the Brewers defensively today. Ryan Braun in left, Mike Cameron out in center field, Corey Hart in right field, Casey McGee with a 2 RBI single in the top half of the first inning will play third base. J.J. Hardy at short, Craig Counsell over at second base, Big Prince Fielder at first. Veteran Jason Kendall behind the plate today for right-hander Braden Looper. Looper's signature pitch is that split-fingered fastball. He'll throw it when he needs ground balls. He'll throw it when he's looking for a strikeout. You get a look at his numbers on the season. And he does give up his share of hits, but very much a ground ball pitcher.
Quiet crowd after the visitors got 5 in the top of the inning. And Kosuke makes his 15th start in the leadoff spot in the majors. A .373 on base percentage as a leadoff man. And I would expect to see the platoon of Johnson and Fukudome to resume when Reed comes back from the DL, and we'll see Reed in that leadoff spot as well, although it looks like all right-handed starters against the Cubs going into the break. The 1-1 from Looper. Now it's 2-1. Two major storylines going into this one for the Cubs. Not only Soriano moving from first to sixth in the lineup, and while nothing is permanent in this business, particularly with a major league lineup, Lou wants to keep him there for a while. High and deep, but not deep enough. Corey Hart's going to catch this one. The other interesting story, Bob, comes up Monday, and that is with all those rehab guys we were talking about, they're all coming back, which means the Cubs are going to have to make 3 corresponding roster moves. So this is a time where you start to look at who has options, who doesn't. And it's not 100% about performance and who deserves to be on the 25-man roster. The reality of Major League Baseball is if one guy has options and another guy doesn't, that makes the decision fairly easy in a lot of cases. And the other thing Lou mentioned is they're going to at least explore the idea of an 11 pitcher staff because of the logjam they have on the bench when Johnson and Ramirez return.
Well, and you'd like to think the starting pitchers will continue to work deep into the ball game the way they have for most of the first half of the season as Terrio slices one foul down the right field line. And if that continues, you don't really need that extra man in the bullpen, so certainly that's an option as well.
It also could be temporary in that when Monday hits, you're in the final week before the break. You have Thursday off, so they could maybe go with an extra position player at least for the final week of the first half and then adjust, although they do have a day-night doubleheader coming up against the Cardinals, so we'll see. Broken bat grounder picked up by Casey McGee, and he throws out Terrio. And just as a point of reference as we do look ahead, Andres Blanco and Jeff Baker, for instance, do not have options remaining, whereas Sam Fuld, Jake Fox, Micah Hoffpower, and Mike Fontenot do. Sam Fuld off to an excellent start. Inside on Lee, who knocked in a career best 7 with 2 home runs Thursday night.
And also got plunked in the left hip as a retaliation for Prince Fielder getting hit with 2 men on base and nobody out.
High in the air, Cameron going after it. Corey Hart is there as well, and it'll be Hart who drops it. He was looking at Cameron and I think expected him to make that play. That'll be an error on Corey Hart. The body language of Corey Hart told you the entire time that he didn't think he was going to catch that ball, but Cameron kind of looked at him at the end.
Well, Cameron covers so much ground out there in center field. It's certainly understandable that Corey Hart thought his center fielder was going to come over and make the play, but ball hit him in the glove. You got to catch that one. Cubs will take it.
So two-base error. Here's Milton Bradley. Reached 3 times yesterday. Also on defense, lost a ball in the sun. At the moment, the sun is not a factor. And really, the wind isn't much of a factor. That was a very catchable ball for Corey Hart. Inside 2-0. Pretty calm afternoon here on the 4th of July. Well, at the very least, Bob, you make Braden Looper have to make a lot more pitches here to get out of this inning. He thought it was going to be a 1-2-3. Instead, 2 on for the power-hitting Jake Fox.
That's a problem the Cubs have had from time to time in the first half of the season, giving the opposition more than 3 outs in an inning. And when you do that, bad things tend to happen.
Look at the Central Division with all the rookies. The Cardinals, Reds, Pirates, and not by design for the Cubs. They've had to use a lot of rookies because of the injuries. Ball 1 to Jake Fox. Looper's 1-0. Well, he has missed in the last 6 pitches.
Well, this is where we see what kind of faith Lou Piniella has in Jake Fox. As you said, Looper's missed with 6 in a row, a 2-0 count to a power hitter, a guy that's capable of putting you right back into ball game. Do you turn him loose?
Apparently so. Base hit left field. Derek Lee was looking back, not at Mike Quaddy. Mike Quaddy was going to send Derek, I believe, and Derek was watching Ryan Braun. So here comes Soriano with the bases loaded.
Well, it doesn't always work out this way, but this is why a lot of people who follow the Cubs want Soriano hitting lower in the lineup. A lot of his home runs from that leadoff spot have been solo home runs. It stands to reason if you move him down in the lineup, he's going to have more opportunities like he has right here.
So the number 6 hitter with the bases loaded, strike 1. Just 3 for 17 against Looper. Sat out a couple of games this week, got back in there yesterday and went 0 for 5 in the leadoff spot. Low and inside. 1-1. To Soriano to third, charged by McGee, and he gets it. So the Cubs stayed alive because of the error by Corey Hart, but they leave the bases loaded. It's 5-0 Milwaukee after 1.
Excuse me, would you eat 12 teaspoons of sugar?
What?
That's what's in your energy drink.
Oh, nasty.
Not only sugar, but 200 calories per can.
Look, all I want is energy.
Then try 5-Hour Energy. It has 0 sugar and only 4 calories.
It's kind of small, isn't it?
So it takes seconds to drink, and boom, you get the energy boost you want without the crash or jitters.
No crash, huh?
Still want that energy drink?
No, thanks. Take the 5-Hour Energy.
5-Hour Energy. Hours of energy now.
No crash later.
Weekendville. Togetherville. Tastyville. Feed your summer fun with the full, juicy flavor of Johnsonville sausage. Johnsonville, sausage is all we do.
I love the car. Show me the Carfax.
Car flaps. Sure.
No. Carfax. Show me the Carfax.
Car maps. Sorry. Denver, Seattle.
Stop doing that.
What?
Carfax provides a vehicle history report so you can buy a used car with more confidence. Get it free at thousands of reputable dealers. Just say, show me the Carfax.
Feeling back pain? Dr. Scholl's Back Pain Relief Orthotics with shock guard technology give you immediate relief that lasts all day long. Dr. Scholl's, pain relief is a step away.
Let's check out who's moving forward with Toyota. Rich Harden misses a lot of bats. This is 8+ strikeout performances since 2008. He's among the major league leaders as Craig Counsell skies into center for Fukudome, 1 out. It's today's Toyota moving forward. Thanks to Toyota. Rich needs a quiet second inning. Now J.J. Hardy, who struck out looking his first time. Harden threw almost 40 pitches in that first inning. This Brewer team is patient. They will take their walks. That's foul to left. 1-2. Another deep drive, this time off the bat of Hardy, and it will go for a home run. It's 6-0. Number 9 for Hardy, second homer for Milwaukee in the first 2 innings.
Cubs are going to have to seriously think about getting some activity in that bullpen. Rich Harden making a lot of mistakes right over the middle of the plate. Soto set up outside. That ball is belt high inside part of the plate to a good pull fastball hitter.
Braun takes a changeup for his strike. Rookie David Patton. He's playing catch in the bullpen. They hit a lot of home runs too. They have 94 on the season, third most in the National League as Braun grounds out to Lee. And it's Fielder with 2 outs. Fastball at 94 for a strike. They have a big pull shift put on against Fielder on the infield. Ontario and Fontenot over on the other side of second base. Jake Fox basically playing shortstop, and a ground ball to shallow right for Fontenot to go 4-3 to end the inning. Hardy with a 1-out home run. It's now 6-0 early on for Milwaukee.
Summer, expect everything with WWE Superstars on WGN America. It's the one place to witness the culmination of the biggest event of the summer. WWE SummerSlam Live, Sunday, August 23rd, only on pay-per-view. And you could be there.
Can you imagine the celebration?
Log on to WGN America to win a trip for 2 to SummerSlam, including airfare, hotel, and spending cash.
The hotter the hot. The colder the cold. The greater the demand. The more you need Duralast. Batteries built to exceed the need. Batteries built to meet or exceed original equipment standards for cold cranking amps. Batteries built with the power to hold up to heavy electrical demands. Batteries so good they come with a coast-to-coast warranty. Only at AutoZone.
Now Snapple's got healthy green tea, tasty black tea, real sugar. What's our slogan? Best your stuff. Stuffy stuff.
Good stuff for bettering stuff.
Guys, the best stuff on earth just got better.
Good stuff, Greg. I'm okay with that.
We're dating.
Snapple, the best stuff on earth just got better.
From Wagner comes a revolution in power painting. Optimus dual tip technology with a more refined spray pattern here. This dual tip design delivers better paint coverage here, superior control here, and a beautiful finish here. All of which adds more to life out here. The new Optimus Power Painter with dual tip technology only from Wagner. And now, Wagner brings you the world's first and only cordless power painter with Optimus dual tip technology. Available at Lowe's.
Seven, 8, and 9 for the Cubs. Soto, Fontenot, and Harden against Braden Looper, who has a 6-0 lead. A couple of weeks ago, as Soto cranks one deep, Cameron takes a look back. And so far today, Brewers have hit home runs, and the Cubs are finding the warning track.
David Patton is continuing to throw down in that Cubs bullpen, which would make you think that perhaps Lou's seen enough from Rich Harden today. Could be dependent on what happens with this Mike Fontenot at bat. There's 2 quick outs and nobody on base. Harden probably will get an opportunity to hit for himself if Fontenot reaches, possibly see a pinch hitter.
Got to remember what I said about a potential 11-man staff. These are the kinds of days that ruin any sort of thought about an extra position player. That's why you don't have those discussions until the day you actually make the moves, or maybe the evening before. Lou said he and Jim Hendry haven't even talked about Monday.
Well, now David Patton has had a seat, which pretty much answers the question. Looks like Rich Harden will take his at bat here in the bottom of the second and continue to pitch in the top of the third.
2-2 on Fontenot. That was a couple weeks ago. Rich Harden against the Cleveland Indians had a very rough day like this, even though he did get through 5 innings. But the Cubs trailed 7-0 and won the game in 10, 8-7. So they can engineer a big comeback once again. Fontenot with a 1-out base hit. Today's Walgreens Celebrity Bat Kids: Ryan Chiswick from Waterfleet, Michigan, and Alyssa Solcheski from Winfield, Illinois. For more info on how you can be a Walgreens Celebrity Bat Kid, go to WGNradio.com. Walgreens, the pharmacy of the Chicago Cubs. 1 strike to Harden. Three sacrifices on the year. Bunted foul.
That's probably fortunate. Looked like Rich Harden was trying to go to the third base side with that bunt, and Casey McGee was about a quarter of the way away from home plate. If he bunts that ball to the third base side, there's a good opportunity for the Brewers at least to get the lead runner at second, possibly turn 2. They want to bunt the ball to first base in this situation, if at all possible.
It's it out in front of the plate, picked up by McGee. Close, save! safe. He beat it. Rich runs really well. Ken Maka, his former A's manager, is going to come out and argue the call made by Jim Reynolds. It's a base hit for Harden.
That speed. I mean, this is a play that a lot of pitchers are content just to get the bunt down. They'll jog about halfway down the first baseline, but Rich Harden doesn't take anything for granted. He's busting it right out of that batter's box. Brewers very lackadaisical picking this ball up. Took an extra crow hop before throwing to first. Cubs might have got a break right there, but good hustle by Rich Harden anyway.
Another good opportunity. 2 on with only 1 out. Cubs had the bases loaded with 2 outs in the first inning before Soriano grounded out to end it. And Kosuke looks at a strike. A key outfield assist for Kosuke in the ballgame yesterday as he gunned down the pitcher Jeff Suppan at the plate in a 1-1 tie in the 7th. That kept it tied, and the Cubs would win it in 10, 2-1. A ground ball hit at one of his middle infielders. Here's a pitch. Hit foul. Play of the game from yesterday.
Oh, and as always, Kosuke got rid of the ball so quickly. Right on line to home plate. Coy Hill does his job blocking Suppan off the plate. That is a big play.
Looper has a sign from Kendall before this 1-2 pitch. Late swing. He lined it hard over the dugout, and it's still 1-2. The next pitch into center. Fontenot held by Mike Quaddy. Bases loaded. 3 straight singles.
Kosuke smoked that ball back up the middle of the field, forcing Looper to hit the deck. Mike Cameron charged that ball awfully hard. He's got a strong, accurate throwing arm in center field. The fans reacting to Mike Quaddy holding the runner at third base. I think that was the right thing to do.
And we can ask Mike later about it. Mike Quaddy, the one thing you put into your computer that you talk about with those quick reactions is the score. You're down 6-0. Man, you don't want to take a big chance, especially with Theriot and Lee coming up. In this spot, you're looking for a big inning here. It's a huge risk sending Fontenot on that play.
His bases loaded numbers for his career. Ryan Theriot, a .323 hitter with 2 outs and runners in scoring position this year.
The 0-1. Slider missed low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Braden Looper, for most of his career, has been a short reliever. First 572 major league appearances were out of the pen. Ground ball to short. It goes 6, 4, 3. Dug out by fielder. Ground ball pitcher gets the ground ball and gets out of the inning. Cubs have had the bases loaded in the first 2 innings, but still haven't scored. It's 6-0.
something. What is it about me that makes people think my only purpose on this planet is to help them?
The letters MD after your name?
Basically, it's about sympathy. I'm good. Be honest here, I mean.
Fucked it. I'm good. My bad. I'm good.
I'm the man!
I'm good.
Ready? No.
Men can take anything.
I'm good.
Except the taste of Diet Cola. Until now, Pepsi Max, the first Diet Cola for men.
This is good.
My doctor told me something I never knew. As we get older, our bodies become less able to absorb calcium. He recommended Citracal. It's a different kind of calcium. Calcium citrate with vitamin D for unsurpassed absorption to nourish your bones.
We've all worked hard for this. Now let's go help some customers.
Come in this weekend for the huge 4th of July savings event at Sears. Get 15% off all appliances, plus take an extra 5% off when you use your Sears card. Save over an incredible 45% on this Kenmore dishwasher with smartwash. Or save up to an amazing 35% on these great Kenmore laundry pairs. Sears, life well spent.
A lot of people don't know it, but it is possible to void your diploma. And the winner of the Jerry Lewis Award
Braden Looper escaping a bases-loaded one-out situation, getting a 6-4-3 double play off the bat of Ryan Terrio. So Harden back to work.
We talked about Looper earlier in the ballgame from our Southwest Skycam. Hard hit ground ball right to J.J. Hardy. That's a tailor-made double play for the Brewers. Rich Harden's a guy who usually gets out of jams by striking out batters. Braden Looper's a guy that gets out of jams by inducing that ground ball.
1-1 on Casey McGee, who started the scoring with a 2-run single in the first inning. Deep to right, Bradley. Did he pull it out? He did not. In and out of the vines, and McGee on his way to third. They've got a shot at him. And he's safe. That is a triple for Casey McGee. That ball kept carrying and carrying as Bradley tried to pull it out of the vines. And it's his first career triple.
Just over the outstretched glove of Milton Bradley. Unfortunately, the ball comes out of the ivy. If it stays in there, it's a book rule double. But McGee turns the corner at second, chugs into third base. Bradley's throw back into the infield was over the first cutoff man. Ryan Terrio, the trailer on the play, had to eventually get to the ball, and the throw to third was too late.
And with that, David Patton is cranking it up yet again in the Cubs bullpen. Cornermen in, they're back up the middle as Cameron lines one hard to left, and it's going to be over Soriano, who misjudged it. And Cameron now with 4 RBIs in his first 2 at bats. It's 7-0. That ball was crushed, but Soriano froze on it initially. And it was too late once he realized it was going to be over his head.
Just not Rich Harden's day. Not a horrible pitch, a fastball down below the knees, but Cameron's a real good low ball hitter. Just smoked that ball over the head of Alfonso Soriano in left field. 8 base hits in 2+ innings against Rich Harden.
So he leaves at 7-0, and here comes David Patton.
There's no way. I just can't swing a vacation.
Someone needs to lighten up.
No vacation.
I can't afford it.
You can if you name your own price.
I don't know how.
It's easy. Priceline has insider deals. Empty hotel rooms, open plane seats. You can save up to half off.
That's a great deal.
Saving money is no laughing matter.
When Domino's American Legends were created, we had no idea the feud that would ensue.
Yo, Philly cheesesteak is where it's at. Pacific Veggie is primo, dude. You're all talk and no meat. Listen, meathead, you ain't got nothing.
Domino's American Legends. You decide the best of the best.
From Wagner comes a revolution in power painting. Optimus dual tip technology. With a more refined spray pattern here, this dual tip design delivers better paint coverage here, superior control here, and a beautiful finish here. All of which adds more to life out here. The new Optimus Power Painter with dual tip technology only from Wagner. And now, Wagner brings you the world's first and only cordless power painter with Optimus dual tip technology. Available at Lowe's.
The 2009 Chicago Cubs baseball season on WGN, your official summer baseball station, is brought to you by Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
It's been all Brewers here early on, 7-0. Mike Cameron with a home run, a double, and 4 knocked in. And his rookie David Patton deals strike 1 to Corey Hart. 7 runs on 8 hits against Rich Harden. And Cameron still on Harden's record. If he scores, it would be charged to the starter. Foul pop out of play. Cardinals and Reds are battling in Cincinnati. Brad Thompson and Micah Owings on the mound. It's 2-1 Reds. Owings with a home run, his 3rd of the year. Colby Rasmus with his 9th for St. Louis. Ground ball to short. Throw's going to go to third. They got him. Cameron trying to get to third on a ground ball in front of him, and Terrio throws him out.
Not a good base running play by Mike Cameron. That plays right in front of him from our Southwest Sky Cam. One of the last things you do as a runner at second base is take a look behind you to see where the shortstop is playing. I think the Cubs will gladly take that base running mistake.
Jake Fox a little gimpy with that right leg after Cameron came sliding in head first. Strike 1 on Jason Kendall. Hart takes off. Tapper past the pitcher. Terrio with a quick exchange from glove to hand as he throws out Kendall. Two outs in the inning. And here's Braden Looper. Terrio once again, busy inning for him. So they get one on the Cameron RBI double after McGee's first career triple. It's 7-0.
That hits the spot. It's drinkability. It means Bud Light is good wherever you are. If you're at a party, or playing golf,
like those guys, or his bar. Draw another door.
Don't say draw.
Never filling, always refreshing. Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
7 aces.
What if the person of your dreams is out there waiting for you? And what if this weekend only, eHarmony lets you communicate with that person for free? Announcing the eHarmony Free Communication Weekend, now through Sunday. Still 2 days left, so get started today at eHarmony.com.
Is that it?
No. Hey, we're looking for these great little pastry thingies my wife brought home.
Yeah, they're warm and twisty.
Yeah, and they had this great strawberry kind of filling.
And you can pull them apart.
Ooh. You got any of those? No, but that sounds good.
Introducing Eggo Bake Shop Twists. With fresh from the bakery taste and strawberry flavored filling inside, it's a whole new way to get the little something sweet you want in seconds.
Lego My.
My.
New Eggo.
Somerville. And you didn't think the day could get any better. Juicy Johnsonville sausage. Create your own Ville at johnsonville.com.
This Monday 70s night here at Wrigley Field. Pull out your disco shirts and platform shoes. Come celebrate with Eric Estrada at the ballpark. Cubs take on the Braves at 6:05. 70s night brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Fans dressed in the best 70s outfits will receive airline tickets, compliments of Southwest Airlines. Everyone decked out in red, white, and blue on the 4th of July. A mild afternoon. Temperatures in the upper 60s, maybe into the low 70s at this point. Haven't seen much sun on an overcast day, but we're dry. And this big crowd wants to see the home team get it going here offensively. They trail 7-0. Just as I said, we're dry. It has started to rain. Very lightly. Oh, 0-2 on Derek Lee. Reached on a 2-base error by Corey Hart in the first inning. One and two. Manny Ramirez back with the Dodgers. They won last night, but he went 0 for 3 with a walk. Dodgers 51-29, carrying a 7.5 game lead over San Francisco into today's action. Leadoff single for Lee to start the third. Cubs have had base runners every inning. It's Milton Bradley. Late night for the Tigers and Twins last night. I caught the end of that game. It went 16 innings. Detroit won it 11-9. Game ended, I believe, after midnight.
Didn't Denard Span have 8 RBI in that ball game? I think I saw that in the paper this morning. 5 hits, 5 for 8 with 8 RBIs, I believe.
I know Placido Polanco had a couple of RBI hits in extras. Span had 5 hits in 8 at-bats, 2 RBIs.
2 RBIs, okay.
Hours and 7 minutes. Fouled back. 2-1 on Bradley. White Sox remain hot. They've won 7 in a row. John Danks beat Zach Greinke last night. Greinke's ERA ballooned to 2.
Jeez. Took 3 months for the league to work his ERA up over 2.
A kick in the 2-2 pitch. Awkward swing just to hang in there. The Braves come in Monday night, as we mentioned, and they have won 5 in a row. They lead at Washington 1-0 today in the 4th inning. Well, as tight as the NL Central is, even tighter in the East. Bradley to deep right center. Cameron looking up. Gone! A 2-run homer for Bradley. That's nice to see from the left side of the plate where he has struggled all year, and it's 7-2.
Inside on the corner of the plate, even further inside off the plate. That pitch straight out over the plate. Our Southwest Airline, how far did it fly? 389 feet, just to the right of straightaway center field.
That's his first home run since he hit one right-handed here off Paul Mahalan of the Pirates on May 25th.
Well, you get the feeling that's what it's going to take for the Cubs to get back into this ball game. Because Braden Looper is such a drastic ground ball pitcher, he's going to drop into the Brewers bullpen uncaught. You're going to have to take advantage of those mistakes and not only hit them hard, but hit them out of this ballpark to get back into this one.
Cubs have 6 hits, but they stranded 5 over the first 2 innings. A 1-1 from Looper, pulled foul by Fox. Got to use the Gatorade jug. The machine retired recently.
Machine got traded for 2 jugs and a stack of cups.
Yeah. And is now resting comfortably in Maui. Serving margaritas, pina coladas,
papaya juice.
Bouncer to short. Hardy will get him. Coming up again, batting 6th. And here's what he has done in the various spots. 292 batting 6th, but only 24 at bats. He has long said he's very comfortable in that leadoff spot, but in the last couple of days he has been very open to whatever Lou wants to do. And for now he's in the 6th spot.
You know, Lennon, I have to believe if you gave Alfonso Soriano 3,300 at bats in any spot in the order, you'll see very familiar numbers. This guy does not change his style of hitting. He doesn't change his approach. His strengths and weaknesses don't change with where he hits in the lineup. He's a free swinger that will occasionally chase bad pitches and a streaky hitter that can get hot and carry the team for weeks at a time. And that's what we're waiting for. It seems like an awfully long time ago, that first month of the season, when Soriano was banging the ball out of the ballpark, was on base 2 or 3 times every game. I don't know that I've ever seen a major leaguer with a track record like Alfonso Soriano's go through as extended a slump as he has this season.
Picked up by McGee. Bad throw, however. Fielder tried to stay on the bag, and the ball glanced off his glove. An error on McGee. So the Brewers have been a little shaky today. Both teams actually have defensively. It's a second error for them.
Hard hit ball. McGee gets it in pretty good shape. Just kind of stands straight up before launching that throw across the infield. And Prince Fielder's wide, but he's not very tall. Unlike Derek Lee, who can stretch and go up after those high throws, Prince Fielder has a hard time staying on the bag and stretching for high throws.
Giovanni Soto at the plate. One out, runner on. Cubs getting on the board on the Bradley two-run homer. McGee gets another chance. Long throw to second. They get one, and they turn it 5-4-3. It's a second inning ending double play the Cubs have hit into today. It's now 7-2 after the Bradley homer.
Yeah. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. And may you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. And may your heart always be joyful. And may your song always be sung. Sing it. May you stay forever young. May you stay.
Every generation refreshes the world. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball.
From Wagner comes a revolution in power painting. Optimus dual tip technology with a more refined spray pattern here. This dual tip design delivers better paint coverage here, superior control here, and a beautiful finish here. All of which adds more to life out here. The new Optimus Power Painter with dual tip technology only from Wagner. And through July 5th, save $20 on the Wagner Power Painter Plus with Optimus dual tip and turbo motor only at Lowe's.
There's no way. I just can't swing a vacation.
Someone needs to lighten up. No vacation.
I can't afford it.
You can if you name your own price.
I don't know how.
It's easy. Priceline has insider deals. Empty hotel rooms, open plane seats. You can save up to half off.
That's a great deal.
Saving money is no laughing matter.
TV.
Oh, a TV.
Hey, what's up? It's Rick Dees, and turn on your TV.
Turn it on.
Sundays to WGN America.
It's starting.
Because we brought back America's favorite show.
Simple, uncluttered television with heart.
We celebrate what makes classic TV classic.
If we're gonna watch anything, it's gotta be something that we agree on.
It's out of sight retro night.
The calls to the station have been fantastic.
Sundays at 5 East, 2 West, only on WGN America.
Casey McGee making an error but getting another chance and starting a 5-4-3 inning ending double play. And Craig Counsell will lead off an inning for the third time.
Brewers are falling right into our trap. Tire them out early in the ball game, catch them late.
Outside on a David Patton fastball, ball one. American League action early today. Brad Penny against Garrett Olson of the Seattle Mariners at Fenway Park. 2-1 Boston in the bottom of the fourth. Yankees hosting the Blue Jays and leading 3-2 in the fourth. Roy Halladay and Chien-Ming Wong on the mound in that one. Jorge Posada and Hideki Matsui have hit home runs off Halladay. White Sox leading at Kansas City 3-0. Bottom four. Short left. Soriano coming in. Makes the catch and Counsell's out. Cub fans, don't forget to visit the WGN Sports Game Zone at WGNTV.com. Brought to you by The Great Escape. For up-to-the-minute stats and information designed to give you everything you need to know during the game. The WGN Sports Game Zone is available for every Cubs game. It's brought to you by The Great Escape. Pools, patio sets, play sets, hot tubs, and more. Called strike on J.J. Hardy. We always have to say this whenever the Cubs are down big and they start on the comeback trail. In order to come back and win today, the bullpen has to do its part. In the game I mentioned, they did. Down 7-0 against Cleveland and winning in extras 8-7. Got the rally monkey out.
Can you see through walls with those glasses? Wow.
He's ready for a 3D movie. Hardy swung at it, trying to get out of the way, but the bat went around. 2-2.
Starts the bat and then tries to get out of the way. I think the Cubs caught another break right there.
I agree. See if Patton could take advantage here. Nope. Base hit for Hardy. He's 2 for 3.
Hey fans, don't miss the action as the Cubs battle the Cardinals next Friday, July 10th. Game time is 1:20, but as always, be sure to arrive early. The first 10,000 adults 21 and older will receive a Cubs white t-shirt, compliments of Bud Light.
All kinds of good giveaways on this homestand.
Hats and shirts. We need to have jeans day. That's what we need. Then you got a whole outfit. Jeans and shoes.
4th of July cap today. Ryan Braun kind of does a mini Nomar Garcia par between pitches with the batting gloves. He's always tightening those gloves. Not quite to the extent Nomar does it. He doing it again. Nothing changed. He didn't even watch a pitch go by. Little Richie Hebner on the jersey sleeves. Into right center. Bradley cuts it off. Hardy will end up at third.
You know, this is an approach we haven't seen a lot of from Ryan Braun this year. I mentioned earlier he's basically a pull hitter, but 2 of his 3 at-bats today, he's driven the ball hard to the opposite field. From our southwest sky cam, a fastball up and out over the plate. Braun gets on top of it, tomahawks it into right field for a single.
First and third, 1 out. Braun runs. Soto throws. He is safe with Hardy holding up at third. Seventh steal for Braun.
Just a ginormous jump at first base that time by Ryan Braun. David Patton not paying any attention to him over there. I mean, Soto makes a pretty strong throw, but it is way late. Braun's already popping up out of his slide.
Fielder walked intentionally for the second time. But now the Cubs have to do something they hadn't done the first 2 at-bats. That was retire Casey McGee. He has a single and his first career triple and has scored twice, knocked in 2 runs. In terms of those batting gloves, is anybody worried they're going to fall off? I mean, there's Velcro, right?
Yeah.
That's just an instinct, right? Just a ritual there.
Nervous tick, whatever. Yeah, but you know, it's infiltrated all of baseball. You see kids in Little League do that now. Told you, it comes back to my idea for batting glove suspenders. A strap that goes all the way up around your elbow and fastens to the other side of the glove.
strap it down.
Yeah.
Two and one. Gloves are loose again, Casey. I think the irony of that ritual is that every time you pull the Velcro off and put it back on, it actually could loosen it. Makes it weaker. Gets past Soto, and Hardy's going to score standing. Other two runners advancing as well. And a 3-1 count on McGee. It's 8-2.
Soto really got fooled by that pitch. It was very slow reacting, reaching out to his right and down. I'm not sure if that pitch moved erratically and it was unexpected, or he just got caught by surprise by that pitch.
Charged with a passed ball, his third of the year. Infield in. Ground ball past Terrio, who was playing in. And McGee is 3 for 3, and it's 9-2. So they quickly get those runs back. And their lead back to 7. They've scored in every inning.
Well, usually the 4th of July fireworks don't start until after dark, but the Brewers started them at noon today. Well, we talked about in the first 2 games of this series, this is an explosive offensive ball club in that first base dugout. I think the Cubs just pitched extremely well against them in the first 2 games and maybe took advantage of a little over-aggressive swinging by the Brewers in those first 2 games, but this is the kind of day that they are certainly capable of.
Mike Cameron trying to put together a career type day, although he once had a 4-homer game against the White Sox when he was with Seattle. And he has a homer, a double, and 4 RBIs already. She has so much on that hot dog. She needs a fork. Seeing a lot of looks like grill smoke from the rooftops around the Wrigleyville area. A lot of cookouts on this 4th of July. Hit foul. Like Mike Cameron, Bob, but I like him more and more every time I watch him play. Very good center fielder, excellent defensively. For the most part, he's been durable in his career. Had that vicious collision with Carlos Beltran a few years ago as they collided face to face basically in the outfield. And he's going to give you, 20 to 25 home runs, drive in 70 to 80 runs. Runner going, but ball 4. He'll take his walks. A good veteran presence in that clubhouse. While we have a moment, let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN.
Out of Side Retro Night, Sunday night, starting at 5 East, 2 West on WGN America.
Bases loaded yet again for Milwaukee, and a strike on Corey Hart. Jeff Samardzija is up in the Cubs bullpen. Broken bat floater. Terrio catches it. 2 outs.
Terrio has to backpedal a little bit, was playing at double play depth, immediately checks on that runner at third base to make sure he's not tagging up and trying to score.
To Kendall. 2 in for Milwaukee after the Cubs got 2 on the homer by Bradley. Fox backhands. Not a good throw, but Derek kept his toe on first base, and that ends the inning. It's now 9-2 Milwaukee.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced nor retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
Rush hour traffic. There is a stalled vehicle in the right lane causing...
When you're really in pain, relief can't come fast enough. Introducing new Bayer Quick Release Crystals. Active crystals dissolve quickly on your tongue. With an extra pain-relieving booster, it's ready to go to work faster than caplets or tablets. It's a whole new way from Bayer to dissolve pain fast. New Bayer Quick Release Crystals in a bold citrus taste. Expect relief fast.
A lot of the sun damage you have as an adult happened as a child. So protect your kids now. I use new Coppertone Water Babies, pure and simple. It's strong sun protection in a gentle tear-free formula that won't sting their eyes. Coppertone, the brand pediatricians recommend most.
Good night, America. Good night, America.
Nutri-Grain. One good decision can lead to another. Made with real fruit and now with more of the whole grains your body needs. Nutri-Grain can help you eat better all day.
Wrigleyville Rooftops has premier seating for up to 200 guests for corporate gatherings, family reunions, and bachelor or bachelorette parties. Individual and group tickets are available for all games. For more details, go to WrigleyvilleRooftops.com or call 773-248. Roof. I'm going to see Micah Hoffpower bat in the pitcher's spot. As Lou's going to have to use Johnny Holstaff today.
Yep.
Been a while since Johnny pitched for the Cubs, thankfully. Starters usually have had some pretty deep outings, but not today. How would you characterize the first 3.5 innings of this game today?
2 letters. P-U. Has not been pretty. Very uncharacteristic. Bad outing by Rich Harden and some missed opportunities in of his first 2 innings offensively. And the Brewers look like they're a team on a mission today.
Looper's 2-1 is hit foul. 2-2.
Yeah, the Cubs have a lot of outs to play with. It's not going to be easy, but we've seen them do it before. We haven't seen them do it very often this year, but today's as good a time as any to break it out. Start swinging those bats.
Just missed the outside corner. And it's full on Fontenot, off power, and then Fukudome. So all lefties in this inning to start it. Looper became a starter in 07 with St. Louis. Been with the Cardinals a couple of different times. Florida, the Mets, and now the Brewers. And he walks the leadoff man, Fontenot.
We're going to get a chance to see it now. We talked about Randy Wells the other day, coming from Belleville, Illinois, and grew up watching the Cardinals and Jason Isringhausen, and his approach out of the stretch is very similar to Izzy's. Looper's the same way. Looper pitched for the Cardinals for 3 years. Puts that glove up there near his belt, gets a sign from the catcher, and just kind of slides the hand into the glove to try to disguise anything, make sure the hitter doesn't see what he's doing with that baseball in the glove.
Pinch hitter Micah Hoffpower fouls back. So we'll see Samardzija in the 5th. The 1-1 to Hoffpower. It's now 1-2.
You know, Len, I think pitchers do that a lot more than hitters do, and by that I mean mimicking other pitchers. They see something that somebody else does, they try it in a bullpen session, and if it feels good, they try to incorporate it in some of their games, and if they have some success, they stick with it, and if not, they might try something different. Usually hitters are very unique in their approach at the plate. They find something that works for them and they stick with it. Pitchers have a little tendency to change more than hitters do, at least as far as their approach to what they do out there on the mound.
I'm trying to remember if Looper worked out of the windup as a reliever. Swing and a miss. He struck out Hoffpower. That's a big adjustment for a lot of guys. That's a first strikeout for Looper. Hey, Cub fans, Len and Bob's baseball blog has joined ChicagoNow.com. From now on, you can find the same great content from Len and Bob's blog at ChicagoNow.com/Len and Bob, as well as WGNTV.com. We have a post remembering Lou Gehrig on our blog today. Game notes from Stats Inc. and much, much more. Once again, WGNTV.com or ChicagoNow.com. Look for the link to Len and Bob's blog. Kosuke walking that one off. Happy 30th birthday wishes go out to Laura Sudlow, diehard Cub fan watching in Dallas, Texas. Hope you have a great day, Laura. Good look for you, Bob.
If I had that much hair, I might try it.
Still waiting for you to market the reverse mohawk. The headphone look.
Yeah.
Looper gets one and no relay throw. Looper hesitated a little bit. which put J.J. Hardy in a rather vulnerable spot.
You know, those middle infielders, they like to get that ball in rhythm out there at second base. J.J. Hardy got to the bag, just had to hold his ground until Looper finally decided to throw it, and by then Mike Fontenot's right on top of him.
Nothing to Terrio, who's grounded out twice. In the second inning, he hit into a 6-4-3 double play. Foul pop. And Kendall will not have a play. Ball hit off the guy wire and then into the seats. Milwaukee. They got 5 right off the bat. Chase Rich Harden early on. Force play at second, and the inning is over. Leadoff walk, but no runs. Off to the 5th. Samardzija coming in. Cubs trail 9-2.
Hey, what's up? It's Rick Dees, and turn on your TV. Sundays to WGN America.
It's starting.
It's out of sight retro night.
Simple, uncluttered television with heart.
Sundays only on WGN America.
Instability, bad.
Nailed it.
Drinkability, good. Not too heavy, not too light. Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
When Domino's American Legends were created, we had no idea the feud that would ensue.
Our Cali chicken goes big.
Y'all can't touch this Memphis barbecue chicken.
Well, you best get ready for your provolone beatdown.
Please, how about we put some South in your mouth?
Domino's American Legends. You decide the best of the best.
Moms know that kids need calcium for healthy growth. But did you know that to help absorb calcium, they need vitamin D? More moms choose Yoplait to give their kids calcium and vitamin D. Yoplait Kids, Trix Yogurt, and Go-Gurt. The taste they love and the calcium and vitamin D they need. Yoplait, the one for kids.
It's a great car. Show me the Carfax.
I'll give you $500 off.
Great. Show me the Carfax.
I'll throw in the oil changes.
How about you show me the Carfax?
Is there anything I can do to put you in this car today?
Okay. Just show me the Carfax.
Anything else?
Carfax provides a vehicle history report so you can buy a used car with more confidence. Get it free at thousands of reputable dealers. Just say, show me the Carfax.
Detachability, bad.
Now, you see, that's why I don't ride a bike.
Drinkability, good. Not too heavy, not too light. Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
Right-hander Jeff Samardzija fouls back almost into our booth. Looper 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Big league time for Samardzija last year, but he does have rookie status once again here in 2009. Recalled from AAA Iowa on Tuesday. This is his second appearance since then. He did pitch on Tuesday, scoreless 8th against the Pirates in Pittsburgh. Chopper to Samardzija. It'll go 1-3. Time for the 5th inning, brought to you by Subway. Hey, Chicagoland viewers, how would you like to win 5 $5 footlongs from Subway? Just be the 500th texter to text Subway to 97999. Go to WGNTV.com for complete information and rules. Got a nice letter from Larry Miles, big Cubs fan in Hammond, Indiana. And he signs it, "Get some runs."
Get some runs.
It's appropriate. A little overdressed, kind of.
Well, you see, you balance the tie with the hat on back.
And the shirt sleeves over the cans. Fly to center. Fukudome hauls it in. 2 outs as Counsell retired for the 3rd time after the leadoff single and run in the 1st.
Like a lot of leadoff type hitters, if you get Craig Counsell to hit the ball in the air, you're doing pretty good. 3 fly balls after that single to start the ball game. A fly out to center, fly out to left, fly out to center.
Hardy with a homer, a single, and 2 runs. Jeff worked on his secondary pitches when he went back to Iowa and worked as a starter. Splitter's excellent. Good fastball. But the breaking ball has needed some work. A lot of curveballs. A power curve.
Boy, and I'll tell you, Len, that's a tough thing to do for a young player, to go to the minor leagues and maybe take your lumps for a while, just trying to get better at something you need to improve to get back to the big leagues. I mean, it would probably have been very easy for Jeff Samardzija to go down to AAA and just pound that sinking fastball and that splitter in there, and probably would have had much better numbers. But he knew in order for him to get to the big leagues and be successful and be a part of this staff, he needed to work on his breaking pitches.
He goes 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Lee, Bradley, and Fox coming up. It's 9-2 Brewers.
Now Snapple's got healthy green tea, tasty black tea, real sugar. What's our slogan?
Best your stuff.
Stuffy stuff.
Good stuff for bettering stuff.
Guys, the best stuff on earth just got better.
Good stuff, Craig. I'm okay with that.
We're dating.
Snapple, the best stuff on earth, just got better.
Painting will never be the same. Wagner brings you the only power painter with Optimus dual tip technology. With a more refined spray pattern here, Wagner's dual tip design delivers better paint coverage here, superior control here, and a beautiful finish here. All of which adds more to life out here. The new Optimus Power Painter with dual tip technology. Only from Wagner. The finish you want. The value you're looking for.
My biggest pain's really in my lower back. Feels kind of like knives. Aleve works all day on my back pain.
Only 2 Aleve liquid gels can stop pain all day. That would take twice as many Advil or ibuprofen.
Aleve allows me to get through my workday.
We've all worked hard for this. Now let's go help some customers.
Come in this weekend for the huge 4th of July savings event at Sears. Get 15% off all appliances, plus take an extra 5% off when you use your Sears card. Save over an incredible 45% on this Kenmore dishwasher with smartwash. Or save up to an amazing 35% on these great Kenmore laundry pairs. Sears, life well spent.
WWE Superstars.
You will feel the wrath of The Undertaker.
WWE Superstars. Expect everything.
Len and Bob and a WGN Sports crew on the 4th of July. Hasn't gone the Cubs' way early on. Braden Looper working against Derek Lee. Strike 1. The flag looks correct to them, but not to us.
No. Synchronized flag waving.
One and two to Lee. Bradley and then Fox. Soriano, if anybody gets on. Does she know she has a 4th of July star on her head? Cameron catches. Derek Lee lines out. You see Chet Kopic at the ballpark today. Long-time Chicago radio sports talk show host. Never seen him wearing shorts. As casual as you'll ever see Chet.
More like hot pants. Those are really short shorts.
Hit hard but foul.
We do have 70s Day coming up pretty soon. Maybe that's Chet just modeling his outfit that he's going to feature on 70s night.
Like Chet had a scorecard, keeping score of this one today. 2-1 to Bradley, who hit a 2-run homer in the 3rd inning, walked in the 1st. We've seen signs of him getting out of his early season slump. And he's going to get a lot of chances from the left side of the plate against all these right-handers.
The big home run that he hit back in the 3rd inning, 2-run bomb to right field, came on a splitter that stayed up and out over the plate. Just watch how opposing teams pitch Milton Bradley as a left-handed hitter. They come in hard with fastballs, come in hard with breaking balls. They might show him something off the plate away where he can't reach it, but they're really trying to crowd him in on his hands.
Popped out of the mid of Kendall. A 3-2 pitch just off the outside corner, ball 4.
The Bud Light Concert Series is back. Candlebox will be playing the House of Blues July 18th, brought to you by Bud Light. Tickets are available exclusively at Ticketmaster.com. Candlebox on July 18th, brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light, the difference is drinkability.
1-0 to Jake Fox. He is 1 for 2. Final game of this series tomorrow. Will pit right-hander Mike Burns against lefty Ted Lilly. What a play on the dive and a double play. Hardy with a spectacular defensive gem, and he starts a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. 3rd time they've done that. 9-2 Brewers.
A lot of people don't know it, but it is possible to void your diploma. And the winner of the Jerry Lewis Award
When you're ready to tear it up, grab an energy drink. Woo!
When you've got a lot to do and you can't afford a letdown, grab a 5-hour energy.
This is totally kicking.
5-Hour Energy keeps you going for hours without a crash, unlike that sugary kid stuff.
Whoa, harsh.
Well, there's over 12 teaspoons of sugar per can. Just look.
Gross.
5-Hour Energy does it all without the sugar. You'll go from groggy to get it done.
You mean like work?
Yeah, you should try it sometime. 5-Hour Energy. Hours of energy now, no crash later.
When Domino's American Legends were created with 6 famous regional tastes, we had no idea the feud that would ensue.
Our Cali chicken goes big with smoked bacon and creamy white sauce. Chump.
Whatever. Y'all can't touch this Memphis barbecue chicken with tangy sauce and this cheddar crust.
Well, you best get ready for your provolone beatdown.
Please, how about we put some South in your mouth?
This Cali's gonna crush you, barbecue eating.
Smog breathing.
Sweet tea sipping.
Stuck in traffic.
Country bumpkin.
You got nothing on this.
Domino's American Legends. 6 famous regional tastes, each with a cheesy crust. You decide the best of the best.
Jeff Samardzija with a scoreless 5th. And working against Ryan Braun. Curveball strike. Really hasn't heated up yet on this homestand. Temperatures when we have started in the 60s all 3 days. Backhand by Fox. He gets Ryan Braun. Let's check out today's Honda Accord game summary as we enjoy a little Neil Diamond. Milwaukee batted around in the first, got 5 runs against Rich Harden, who went just 2 innings plus. Milton Bradley with a 2-run homer, his first since late May. Visit your Honda dealer and test drive a 2009 Honda Accord. Foul strike to Fielder, 0 for 1. He's been intentionally walked twice. Hit hard and a base hit, and somebody's got to cover second base. As that ball was getting by Terrio, he was pointing at the bag, and Fontenot ended up getting there, but it's a single for Fielder. Time to have a ball with our friends at the Illinois Lottery. Former Cub Casey McGee, unfortunately, has had a ball today, banging one off second base. 3 hits for Casey McGee. 3 RBIs as he bats again, and he's going to pick up a couple more RBIs as he finds Waveland, and he's still having a ball. He is 4 for 4 with a homer, a triple, 2 singles, and 5 knocked in. 11-2.
I'll tell you, Len, this kind of game for Casey McGee is significant for a couple of different reasons. Obviously, he's red hot, seeing the ball big as a beach ball, and he's not missing it. But they didn't have anybody swinging the bat well behind Prince Fielder. He might see himself taking a lot of intentional walks. Fielder has been walked twice intentionally in the ball game today.
Cameron skies into center. This is Kosuke, 2 outs. Well, Bill Hall is a guy that normally would play third base, but he's hitting .203 with a .263 on base percentage. We haven't seen Bill Hall in this series. It's been all Casey McGee at third. He's shared time at second as well with Craig Counsell. Ricky Weeks is done for the year with a wrist injury, so there's a huge opportunity for McGee. Another fly to center. Kosuke will have to track it down as it one-hops the wall. That's a double for Hart as they continue to club the ball. And, you know, my guess is after the game, when asked, does it feel extra special coming against your former team, Casey will say all the right things. But guys always like to have performances like this against their former team. And I've read some quotes from him. He's very appreciative of all the opportunities he got in the Cubs organization, including his first major league call-up late last year. Jason Kendall, high and deep. Soriano on the track, back almost up against the wall, makes a catch. So they get to Samardzija in this inning. McGee having a career day, and it's now 11-2 Milwaukee.
Chicago Cubs baseball is brought to you by Pepsi. Refresh everything. Visit refresheverything.com.
Yeah. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. And may you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. And may your heart always be joyful. And may your song always be sung. May you stay forever young. May you stay.
Every generation refreshes the world. Pepsi, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball.
It's right here. It's easy. It's the money you could be saving with Geico. It's right here. It's easy. It's the money you could be saving with Geico.
Feeling back pain? Dr. Scholl's back pain relief orthotics with shock guard technology give you immediate relief that lasts all day long. Dr. Scholl's pain relief is a step away.
Follow your team on your iPhone and iPod Touch with MLB.com At Bat 2009, featuring play-by-play, video highlights, and live audio broadcast. Visit Cubs.com on your iPhone or iPod Touch to purchase.
Casey McGee against his former club, 4 for 4, 5 RBIs, 9 total bases. He's a double away from the cycle. He's going to have another chance or two as well. We're only in the 6th. Knee-high strike on a slider from Looper to Soriano. Grounded out his first time, reached on an error. His second chance. Rally cap time. It's Big Mountain decline today, down 9 runs. And a Brewer offense that hasn't quit scoring runs. In terms of the lineup reconfiguration, Lou would not characterize Soriano in the 6th spot as a day-to-day thing. Sounds like he's going to stay there for a while. And as a manager, Bob, how difficult is it to remain patient if you make a change and it doesn't immediately work?
I think that depends on the manager. We've seen Lou run out of patience very quickly with changes to his lineup and immediately revert back to what he's used in the past. But for some reason, it's just a feeling I get from Lou. I think he's more committed to it this time.
I do too.
I think he wants to give this thing a chance to see if it'll take legs and maybe change the look of this offense, because certainly the way it's looked up to this point has not been good.
Well, last year he didn't have to tinker much with the lineup because this offense led the league in runs. Had one of the best records in all of baseball. And when Soriano was in the leadoff spot, they were well above 500. Called strike 3. Rare frustration, at least externally, from Soriano. You don't see him argue with umpires too often. He didn't like that Tim Welke strike 3. You be the judge.
Had a caught corner, but looked like it was down below the knees when across the front of home plate. Soriano's bending over to take off his ankle guard, and it's rung up by home plate umpire Tim Welke.
I also think it's two parts. Not only does it take some pressure off Soriano in terms of taking pitches, running, all that stuff. He's a power hitter. Kosuke Fukudome, the one thing he does best is he does take pitches and will draw walks. So now you take that run producing pressure off Fukudome by hitting him leadoff. Hardy throws Soto out. So I think in both cases, Bob, theoretically, or at least philosophically, it makes a lot of sense to make these changes.
Well, the bottom line is not only Alfonso Soriano, but a number of guys in this Cubs lineup need to start swinging the bats better. It doesn't matter where you hit a guy in the lineup if he's not swinging the bat well. Just because you move him out of the leadoff spot and into the 6th hole, into the 8th hole, wherever you want to put him in the lineup, you still have to see some results. You still have to see a guy revert back to the form that we saw from him earlier in his career.
Kevin Hart up in the bullpen. Pitcher's spot coming up after Fontenot. 2 outs in the inning. And the newest Cub, Jeff Baker, is that on-deck hitter. Baker's going to get some starts against lefties. Going to be a while before that happens, but he could end up in somewhat of a semi-platoon with Mike Fontenot at second base. Got Andres Blanco. Again, a big log jam right now, which isn't a bad problem to have once Johnson and Ramirez come back, and some tough decisions will have to be made. But it's amazing. This is a team that's second to last in the entire league in runs. I didn't think that was possible after the year this team had last season. Came up and hit the umpire in the chest. Called strike 3. And they go down in order for the first time today. Off to the 7th. All Brewers 11-2.
You do get a hint of drinkability right away.
Does my pen have writability? Come on, people. We gotta focus. We're not leaving until we've met our budget. We need ideas.
We could cut back on marketing.
We could eliminate bonuses.
How about we stop buying Bud Light for every meeting?
It's the only beer with just the right taste. Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
It was a joke!
Moms know that kids need calcium for healthy growth. But did you know that to help absorb calcium, they need vitamin D? More moms choose Yoplait to give their kids calcium and vitamin D. Yoplait Kids, Trix Yogurt, and Go-Gurt, the taste they love, and the calcium and vitamin D they need. Yoplait, the one for kids.
We've all worked hard for this. Now let's go help some customers.
Come in this weekend for the huge 4th of July savings event at Sears. Get 15% off all appliances, plus take an extra 5% off when you use your Sears card. Save over an incredible 45% on this Kenmore dishwasher with SmartWash. Or save up to an amazing 35% on these great Kenmore laundry pairs. Sears, life well spent.
Time for today's Bud Light Fan Cam. Today, Ray Charles with America the Beautiful.
In liberating strife, who more than self their country love.
Yesterday's Bud Light Fan Cam with just the right taste. It never fills you up. The difference is drinkability.
Matt Gamel's batting for Braden Looper, who went 6 innings, threw 112 pitches, gave up 2 runs on the home run by Milton Bradley. That's a strike from Samardzija, and it's 3-1. One's listening to Ron, the other listening to Pat.
Is that the way that works?
And I think they brought their earplugs because the 7th inning stretch will be conducted by yours truly as Gamel walks to start the 7th. So Johnny Holstaff and yours truly in the ballpark today.
Brought my tape recorder. I'm going to get a bootleg version of this 7th inning stretch today and make $1 million on eBay.
One strike to Craig Counsell. There's that Stars and Stripes giveaway cap today. Well, if I can be half as good as you a few weeks ago, I'll take it. You did a great job.
Well, I don't want to alarm you, partner, but I see people down here below the booth with heads of lettuce and rotten tomatoes. I think they're warming up for the 7th inning stretch, too.
Called strike 3.
See a carton of eggs or 2 down there.
I hope they're careful. I'm wearing a white shirt. See, they can throw tomatoes at you today with the red WGN Sports golf shirt. It kicks away from Soto on a wild pitch, and Gamel now in scoring position. Yeah, you don't want to ruin this look here. So we didn't even call each other. We got the red, the white, and the blue. 4 ALS buttons supporting the fight against ALS. Former Cub and current part-time broadcaster Dave Otto recited Lou Gehrig's speech that was given 70 years ago today. One and 2 on Hardy. Lightly raining. Bounced up the middle, not hit hard as Terrio throws to first. I saw some people leaving their seats, and I was starting to feel a little self-conscious, but now I see that it's raining. I feel a little bit better.
I think they started leaving before the rain started.
Where are you going?
He's running down to the souvenir stand to see if they sell earplugs. Nah, I'm just giving you a hard time, partner.
Oh, I know. You
are the lead vocalist of the Len and Bob band, you know. You got that going for you.
I still have my ear muffs in case of cold weather. So if you want to put these on.
Yeah, I might have to borrow those.
Uh-huh. There you go.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Runner at third, 2 outs, and a 1-1 count on Braun.
Did you ever think when this series started you would tell yourself, boy, you'd like to get Braun and Fielder out to clear the bases for Casey McGee?
McGee has been the man of the day, no doubt about it. McGee and Cameron, the 5 and 6 hitters, have combined for 9 RBIs. It's a thumb pad that he has in his mouth. Gamble jumped over that foul grounder.
As we always point out on a play like that, if it hits the base runner at third base in foul territory, it's just a foul ball. If the runner happens to be in fair territory and gets struck by a batted ball, a fair ball, he's out. It's not raining hard enough to put out a barbecue grill, is it?
I think you'd be okay. Just got to keep an eye on it. Another foul. Reds lead the Cardinals 5-2 in the top of the 7th in Cincinnati. Micah Owings has gone the distance. For the Reds, Joey Votto has homered today, along with Owings for Cincinnati. So an opportunity for Milwaukee to jump back into a first-place tie with the Cardinals. Cardinals and Cubs coming into today winning 3 straight. Milwaukee losing 3 in a row. Up for Terrio. Time for the stretch.
For taking me out to the ballgame is Chicago Cubs television broadcaster Len Kasper.
All right, Cub fans, happy 4th of July. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ballgame. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it breaks you out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs.
The hotter the hot. The colder the cold. The greater the demand. The more you need Duralast. Batteries built to exceed the need. Batteries built to meet or exceed original equipment standards for cold cranking amps. Batteries built with the power to hold up to heavy electrical demands. Batteries so good they come with a coast-to-coast warranty. Only at AutoZone.
The doctor diagnosed arthritis in my right knee. But with Aleve, I don't have to worry about my knees hurting.
Only 2 Aleve can stop pain all day. That would take 3 times as many Tylenol arthritis pain.
Aleve works for me.
This summer, team up with WGN America and Six Flags, the official theme park of the Chicago Cubs, for WGN America's Six Flags Summer Six-Pack Sweepstakes. Just log on to WGNAmerica.com for your chance to win 6 tickets to any Six Flags park nationwide. That's right, win 6 tickets and an exclusive VIP experience to any Six Flags park. Hurry and log on to WGNAmerica.com for your chance to win today. One lucky winner will win every week from now through Labor Day.
Carlos Villanueva now on for the Brewers, facing pinch hitter Sam Fold, who grounds to Craig Counsell. 1 out.
Tremendous job, partner. Got the words right. You hit every note.
Low and slow.
That's right. It's got a good beat. It's easy to dance to. I'll get it an 85.
It's all Gary Pressey and the sellout crowd. They keep it going. See, that's it. They only came to see that. Continues to rain. Fukudome swings and misses. Strike 1.
Never gets old, though, does it?
No, it doesn't.
What an experience.
It's a great rush. The big advantage we have is that we get to sit up here every day and experience a 7th inning stretch up close and personal. But it can be terrifying, especially for those people who had to listen today. Guy saying to himself, I don't know who that is. Braun coming in. Probably didn't need the slide, but showing a little flair. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN.
Bob and Tom, weeknights at 12 East, 9 West on WGN America.
Inside to Ryan Theriot. Elmo loves the Cubbies. Braun again. No slide that time. Cubs go down quietly in the 7th. 11-2 Milwaukee.
Why is it that the good patients always die and the pains in the ass just go on and on?
Yeah. Why is that?
You can spike one. You can ride one. You can catch one. But it's still not summer until you open one. Bud Light Lime. Superior drinkability. Ultimate refreshment. A splash of 100% natural lime flavor. One taste and you'll find the summer state of mind. Bud Light Lime.
From Wagner comes a revolution in power painting. Optimus dual tip technology with a more refined spray pattern here. This dual tip design delivers better paint coverage here, superior control here, and a beautiful finish here. All of which adds more to life out here. The new Optimus Power Painter with dual tip technology only from Wagner. And now, Wagner brings you the world's first and only cordless power painter with Optimus dual tip technology. Available at Lowe's.
Big Mac, you so want one.
We are email accessible at lenandbob@chicagonow.com. You can tweet us as well. Twitter.com/lenandbob. We would like to hear from you.
I think they must be out of order. Quite sure exactly what that said.
Right-hander Kevin Hart is on. Fold remains in and center, and Andres Blanco is going to play short. Jeff Baker at first as well. A bunch of changes here for the Cubs. Fastball strike to fielder.
Nobody likes to watch or play in a blowout ball game, but It's an opportunity for those guys in the bullpen. David Patton has been used sparingly at best this season. Jeff Samardzija has some things he wants to work on, and Kevin Hart trying to establish that he can be a usable member of this bullpen for the rest of the season. So there's always something to be gained, even in the worst ball game that you have over the course of a season.
Inside. 2-1.
Oh, the fourth game of the season for Kevin Hart. Done a nice job up to this point.
Three and one. He's the fourth pitcher to work today. The guy who's gone the longest, Jeff Samardzija, 3 innings. But every pitcher gave up at least 2 runs. Hart in 7 in 2 innings. Patton allowing 2 in his 2 innings. And Fielder draws a leadoff walk. Fielder's on quite a pace in terms of walks. He's walked 3 times today, twice intentionally. He came into today on pace for 113. That would shatter the Brewers record held by Jeremy Burnitz, who walked 99 times in 2000. McGee 4 for 4 and a double away from the cycle. 4-6-3. So McGee needed to make up for all the outs he didn't make earlier.
I'm going to have to hit into a lot of double plays to do that, but that's a start right there. Hard hit ground ball to second base. Blanco with an easy turn at second, on to Baker for the double play.
Starting to feel like a spring training game now, as both managers are going to empty their benches. Garrett batting for Cameron. Backhanded by Fontenot. He gets it to Baker, and Hart works around that leadoff walk. Bottom of the 8th, it's 11-2 Milwaukee.
I love the car. Show me the Carfax.
Carflaps. Sure.
No. Carfax. Show me the Carfax.
Car maps. Sorry. Denver, Seattle.
Stop doing that.
What?
Carfax provides a vehicle history report so you can buy a used car with more confidence. Get it free at thousands of reputable dealers. Just say, show me the Carfax.
A lot of the sun damage you have as an adult happened as a child. So protect your kids now. I use new Coppertone Water Babies, pure and simple. It's strong sun protection in a gentle tear-free formula that won't sting their eyes. Coppertone, the brand pediatricians recommend most.
Yeah, no, it's great. I eat anything that I want. Key lime pie, pineapple upside down cake, raspberry cheesecake. Yeah, every night, something different. Oh, yeah, she always keeps them in the house. No, I've actually lost weight. I just have a high metabolism or something. Lucky.
Babe?
I gotta go.
28 delicious flavors at around 100 calories each. Yoplait. It is so good.
What if the person of your dreams is out there waiting for you? And what if this weekend only, eHarmony lets you communicate with that person for free? Announcing the eHarmony Free Communication Weekend, now through Sunday. Still 2 days left, so get started today at eHarmony.com.
Everyone thinks their baby is the most beautiful. Now you can decide. One baby will win $5,000. Vote now through July 30th at WGNAmerica.com.
Time now to look at today's AM/PM player of the game. The Cubs offense has been all about this two-run home run off the bat of Milton Bradley. His 6th bomb of the season. RBIs number 18 and 19. Milton Bradley, today's AM/PM player of the game. Too much good stuff.
And he'll bat after Jeff Baker leads it off. Milwaukee scoring each of the first 4 innings, adding 2 more in the 6th. Best they can do this weekend is a series split after the Cubs won Thursday night and Friday afternoon. Baker acquired from the Colorado Rockies earlier this week. It was prior to Thursday's game for a minor league pitcher, Al Albuquerque. And Baker made his Cubs debut as a pinch hitter yesterday and grounded out. Garrett stays in to play center. Right-hander Todd Coffey has pitched well for Milwaukee this season. Baker had been on the DL because of a hand injury. Had only appeared in 12 games for the Rockies this season. Fourth-round pick out of Clemson in 2002. Bouncer foul. He finished his Clemson career as the school's all-time leader in home runs with 58. Father Larry played baseball at Army and worked in the air defense division of the Army for 22 years. Jeff was born in Germany. He's lived in different cities all over the world. And he strikes out.
Suppose down at Clemson they call him Home Run Baker.
Well, he does have some pop.
Yes, he does.
Second. Bradley's out.
Len, sometimes it looks like J.J. Hardy's arm is a little short to play shortstop, but then when he needs to, he can always put a little extra on it. It's a very deceiving throwing arm for a shortstop. He just gets it over there in time. If that means he has to gun it across, put a little extra on it, he'll do that.
Best chances the Cubs have had today came in the first 2 innings. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the first, 3 on, 1 out in the second, but they could not get a run. Terrio grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. Bradley with a 2-run homer in the 3rd inning as they began their comeback, but haven't scored since. Coffey goes 1-2-3 with a couple of strikeouts, so we'll head to the 9th. Milwaukee leading by 9.
Wow, that hits the spot.
It's drinkability. It means Bud Light is good wherever you are.
If you're at a party, or playing golf, like those guys, or at the bar. Draw another door.
Don't say draw.
Never filling, always refreshing. Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
7 aces.
From Wagner comes a revolution in power painting. Optimus dual tip technology. With a more refined spray pattern here. This dual tip design delivers better paint coverage here, superior control here, and a beautiful finish here. All of which adds more to life out here. The new Optimus Power Painter with dual tip technology only from Wagner. And through July 5th, save $20 on the Wagner Power Painter Plus with Optimus dual tip and turbo motor only at Lowe's.
Guys paying booking fees on this flight? I'm on it. Let's go, no fee.
So, I see you're paying booking fees on that published price flight.
Yeah, it's no big deal. What are you doing?
It's no big deal, right? Nofi doesn't like it when people pay booking fees. It makes him angry.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Priceline. Hey, no booking fees.
You've made Nofi very happy.
No booking fees on published price flights at Priceline.
Ken Maka's club trying to get back into first place after dropping out of first yesterday. Ninth inning, Kevin Hart against Corey Hart. Don't believe there's a relation there.
Gonna have a little heart-to-heart here. Too easy.
Milwaukee has spent 43 days in first place this season. Left-hander Chris Narveson getting ready possibly for the bottom of the ninth. Cubs still with a chance, even if they don't pull off the miraculous comeback today, to win 3 out of 4 this weekend, and they'll look to left-hander Ted Lilly as we get the stare down from assistant athletic trainer Ed Halber. Deep to center field, fold on the dirt right in front of the wall.
Sam Fuld just drops his head and runs back to the warning track near the spot where he thinks that ball is going to come down, makes a slight adjustment, and much easier play than the one he made up against the ivy in right field a couple of years ago.
He went flying into the vines against the Pirates. Even in a 9-run blowout, Jason Kendall's going to go the distance.
No surprise. Caught 149 games, or rather started 149 games at catcher last year. Broke a Brewers franchise record held by Darryl Porter at 121. He started at least 130 games behind the plate for 7 straight years. Well, unless you've ever actually assumed that position and got up and down and up and down and up and down out of a crouch about 250 times in 3 hours and do it every day for 6 months, you have no way to conceive what Jason Kendall goes through every season. One of the most durable catchers in the game.
Two and two. Then there's the backup, Mike Rivera. Didn't play a whole lot last year. Time to work on his nails.
There's some people around baseball that think Mike Rivera is a guy that you could possibly look to as a front line catcher.
Soriano backpedaling.
I mean, obviously Rivera rarely gets to play, has no opportunity to get any kind of consistency with his swing at the plate, but strong catcher, big time power, and there's some baseball people that feel like if he were given the opportunity to play 5 or 6 days a week, that he could put up some big offensive numbers. We may not know until Jason Kendall decides to retire.
Bill Hall relegated to the bench in this series, and he bats for Coffey. $40,088. They paid attendance, and they have headed for the exits. With the home team down 9 and some light rain earlier. Golfed high in the air, foul, and out of play. Well, we sit here, partner, 3 months into the season. We've seen everybody in this National League Central a lot, including the Cubs every day. I still don't know what to make of this division. I'd like to think the Cubs can get hot at some point, especially when they get everybody back and healthy, and make a nice run and grab the lead. And it has been a very inconsistent season, and a loss today would drop them right back to 500. But nobody's running away with it.
That's the good news. Nobody in the division really appears poised or ready to make any kind of a run and separate themselves from the rest of the division. So that's good news for the Cubs.
Ball went around. That's a strikeout. So Hart with 2 scoreless innings. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 11-2 Milwaukee.
A lot of people don't know it, but it is possible to void your diploma. And the winner of the Jerry Lewis Award
You know what I love about Raisin Bran Crunch? All the delicious raisins.
I like the crunchy flakes and the granola clusters. You know, that's why it says crunch on there.
Yeah, but raisins are before crunch on the box. Even Bran made it before crunch.
Yeah, but look how big the word crunch is. I mean, it just dominates the box.
I like the box because in the middle of the word Kellogg's is hello, like a British greeting. Hello, governor.
3 tasty ingredients, 1 great combination.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
From Kellogg.
Now Snapple's got healthy green tea, tasty black tea, real sugar. What's our slogan?
Best your stuff.
Stuffy stuff.
Good stuff for bettering stuff.
Guys, the best stuff on earth just got better.
Good stuff, Greg. I'm okay with Greg.
We're dating.
Snapple, the best stuff on earth, just got better.
You've got a strawberry Pop-Tart, but I've got a warm, fresh baked strawberry toaster strudel. See the difference? I do.
Pillsbury Toaster Strudel, the one kids want to eat.
Kids are hungry after school. That's why I always have Totino's Pizza Rolls. Big pizza taste in a bite-sized roll. Kids can't resist their delicious pizza flavor. Totino's Pizza Rolls, the pizza way to snack.
Hey, what's up? It's Rick Dees, and turn on your TV.
No.
Sundays to WGN America.
It's starting.
It's out-of-sight retro night.
Simple, uncluttered television with heart.
Sundays only on WGN America.
Our producer of Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN Sports is Mark Brady. Skip Ellison is our director. Our associate producer, Doug Stanton. The executive producer of WGN Sports is Bob Vorwald. Thanks as well to our technical director, George Dunmore, our stage manager, Paula Ostroba, our studio coordinator back at WGN, Christina Ballas. Of course, our entire WGN sports crew here at Wrigley Field as well. So Bill Hall playing third. Left-hander Chris Narbison is pitching. And he's 1-0 on Alfonso Soriano.
Our crew here is comprised entirely of Yankee Doodle dandies. Every day is the 4th of July working with those guys.
That's right. Hit foul by Soriano. 2-2 on him. Swing and a miss over top of a curveball. One out in the ninth.
Narveson with that very slow, deliberate wind-up. Drops a big old curveball on Alfonso Soriano for strike 3.
Will you be barbecuing late this afternoon, early evening?
I will be enjoying some barbecue that somebody else is going to cook. I'm looking forward to that.
That's the best way to do it.
It is the best way. I can just supervise.
High drive. Corey Hardin right. Gathers it in, 2 outs. Cubs without a hit since the Bradley homer in the 3rd. And their 6-game home winning streak very close to being over. Nothing in 1 to Mike Fontenot, who has reached twice. A single and a walk. Double plays have hurt the Cubs today. They've hit into 3 of them. All with Braden Looper on the mound. Base hit center field. They give Sam Fuld a chance. Well, guys can take advantage here late, Bob, when in a blowout situation. Most pitchers are not going to nibble. They're going to throw strikes. Pick up an extra hit or 2.
You know, back in the day, Len, trailing by 9 runs in a ball game, every hitter was expected to take until you got a strike. That's not the case anymore, not only with the Cubs, but not with any team in the major leagues for that matter. You get a pitch to your liking on that first pitch, most managers are going to give you the green light to swing at it regardless of the score.
She's still hopeful. There's that first strike to Fuld. 1-1. Were there kangaroo court fines levied for swinging at pitches in this spot when you weren't supposed to?
Well, usually you were alerted to the fact that you'd made a horrible mistake by one of the veteran players on your ball club, and occasionally the manager would get in your wallet if you didn't realize the situation here calls for a whole bunch of base runners. We don't need you to swing at the first pitch and hit a solo home run. That's not going to do us very much good. We need a bunch of guys on base before somebody hits one. So you learned your lesson rather quickly.
In the air to left, this will do it. Braun with the catch, and Milwaukee, after dropping the first 2 games of this series, they come back with a vengeance today as they club the Cubs 11-2. We'll have more from Wrigley Field on the 4th of July in a moment.
The man who died, who gave that right to me, and
you do get a hint of drinkability right away.
Does my pen have writability?
Come on, people. We gotta focus. We're not leaving until we met our budget. We need ideas.
We could cut back on marketing.
We could eliminate bonuses.
How about we stop buying Bud Light for every meeting?
It's the only beer with just the right taste. Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
It was a joke!
The hotter the hot. The colder the cold, the greater the demand, the more you need Duralast. Batteries built to exceed the need. Batteries built to meet or exceed original equipment standards for cold cranking amps. Batteries built with the power to hold up to heavy electrical demands. Batteries so good they come with a coast-to-coast warranty. Only at AutoZone.
I'll take care of it. When you have to send money fast, why pay more? It's just $11 with MoneyGram at Walmart. Anywhere in the U.S., and the money arrives in minutes. Just $11.
Save money. Live better. Walmart.
Painting will never be the same. Wagner brings you the only power painter with Optimus dual tip technology. With a more refined spray pattern here, Wagner's dual tip design delivers better paint coverage here, superior control here, and a beautiful finish here. All of which adds more to life out here. The new Optimus Power Painter with dual tip technology. Only from Wagner. The finish you want. The value you're looking for.
Dr. Scholl's massaging gel insoles with 2 different gels for softness and support are outrageously comfortable.
I'd rather walk anyway.
Are you gelling? Dr. Scholl's.
Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN TV, your official summer baseball station. Brought to you by Budweiser, who thanks you for being a designated driver. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Dodge dealers. To find the dealer nearest you, visit DodgeRockChicago.com. The Illinois Lottery. Play the Illinois Lottery. Have a ball. By Pepsi. Every generation refreshes the world. Visit RefreshEverything.com. And by Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines is ready when you are. Go to southwest.com. Grab your bag. It's on.
Unfortunately, this holiday situation here didn't work out to the Cubs' advantage as they get blown out the final 11-2. For Milwaukee, 11 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors, 7 stranded. For the Cubs, 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors, also 7 left. The winning pitcher, Braden Looper, he's 7-4. Rich Harden drops to 5-5 on the year and has an unsightly 5.35 ERA. 40,088 watched it. It took 2 hours and 36 minutes to complete. Here's today's Budweiser play of the game. A lot of choices on the Milwaukee side, and Mike Cameron's 3-run homer turned a 2-0 lead into a 5-0 bulge before the Cubs even batted in this ball game today. Reach for the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Budweiser, the great American lager. Our next WGN broadcast of Cubs baseball will be Tuesday night when the Cubs host the Braves. Game 2 of an upcoming 3-game set. Fireballing Javier Vasquez against Ryan Dempster on the mound. Our coverage starts at 7 o'clock Central Time. Once again, the final today. Milwaukee 11, the Cubs 2. Chicago Cubs baseball in high definition is sponsored by Comcast. So for Bob and our entire crew, this is Len Casper. Stick with us. We'll have the 10th inning show coming up next.
Who's watching?
It's right here. It's easy. It's the money you could be saving with Geico.
Big Mac, you so want one.
Excuse me, would you eat 12 teaspoons of sugar?
What?
That's what's in your energy drink.
Oh, it's nasty.
Not only sugar, but 200 calories per can.
Look, all I want is energy.
Then try 5-Hour Energy. It has 0 sugar and only 4 calories.
It's kind of small, isn't it?
So it takes seconds to drink, and boom, you get the energy boost you want without the crash or jitters.
No crash, huh?
Still want that energy drink?
No thanks. Take the 5-hour energy.
5-hour energy. Hours of energy now.
No crash later.
Casey McGee, Mike Cameron also with a big afternoon. They combined for 9 RBIs as Milwaukee takes game 3 of this series 11-2. The Reds lead the Cardinals in the 9th 5-2. So good news is the first place Cardinals probably losing today, but the Cubs, if the Reds win that game, will drop back into 4th place behind Cincinnati. We'll have the highlights from this one when we return to Wrigley Field.
The 10th inning is brought to you by Culver's. Come into Culver's for a great treat and get Culverized.
You know what I like to see?
You gotta see this.
What would you like to see? Something funny. What is this, high school?
Seems like it. Everybody's having sex but me.
I'm just a regular guy. I want to see what everybody else wants to see.
Mama!
Well, wait. Go back. You may want to watch this. I like to see a television show about us. Perfect. I just sat there watching and watching and watching and watching and watching.
A lot of the sun damage you have as an adult happened as a child. So protect your kids now. I use new Copper Tone Water Babies, pure and simple.
It's strong sun protection in a gentle tear-free formula that won't sting their eyes.
Copper Tone,
the brand pediatricians recommend most.
I'll take care of it. When you have to send money fast, why pay more? It's just $11 with MoneyGram at Walmart. Anywhere in the U.S., and the money arrives in minutes. Just $11.
Save money. Live better. Walmart.
Feeling back pain? Dr. Scholl's Back Pain Relief Orthotics with shock guard technology give you immediate relief that lasts all day long. Dr. Scholl's pain relief is a step away.
We've all worked hard for this. Now let's go help some customers.
Come in this weekend for the huge 4th of July savings event at Sears. Get 15% off all appliances, plus take an extra 5% off when you use your Sears card. Save over an incredible 45% on this Kenmore dishwasher with SmartWash. Or save up to an amazing 35% on these great Kenmore laundry pairs. Sears, life well spent.
All Milwaukee today, 11-2 the final. So the Cubs still have a chance to win this series, but they'll need to take game 4 tomorrow. Cubs just didn't have it today. Rich Harden's had a couple of starts like that this year. We did not see any start like this last year.
Yeah, it just seems like he's wild within the strike zone. He makes mistakes belt high over the middle of the plate. When he tries to hit the corner of the ball, catches too much of the plate. And when he does that against a good hitting team like the Brewers, it's going to hurt.
Let's check out the highlights from game 3 of this series. And Milwaukee got it going early. Casey McGee rolling one up the middle, bouncing it off second base into center for a 2-run single. Next batter, Mike Cameron, a 3-run homer. Just like that, it's 5-0. Milwaukee would add on in the second inning with 1 out. J.J. Hardy's solo blast, his 9th of the year. 6-0. Cubs finally got on the board, down 7-0. Milton Bradley with his first home run since late May. 2-run shot. It's 7-2 at that point. You thought the Cubs might be able to get back in this one, but it was a Casey McGee show. Way out on the Waveland, a 2-run homer off Jeff Samardzija. And the final out of the game, Chris Narveson getting Sam Fuld on a fly to left. Brewers win 11-2 the final. We mentioned the Reds ahead, so everything changing on a daily basis in this wacky NL Central.
Well, the thing you like to hang your hat on tomorrow for the Cubs is the fact that Ted Lilly's taking the ball. He's 4-1 with a 1.85 ERA here at Wrigley Field. It's not going to be an easy challenge against this tough Brewers lineup, but Ted Lilly's the guy that's going to take the ball tomorrow.
And it'll be right-hander Mike Burns for Milwaukee. We'll have the Culver's sweet defensive play and a final word from Wrigley Field after this.
Feeling back pain? Dr. Scholl's back pain relief orthotics with shock guard technology give you immediate relief that lasts all day long. Dr. Scholl's pain relief is a step away.
When Domino's American Legends were created with 6 famous regional tastes, we had no idea the feud that would ensue.
Yo, Philly cheesesteak is where it's at, with tender steak and a provolone crust. With spinach, feta, roasted red peppers. The Pacific veggie is primo, dude. You want to step toward tender steak and cheese? Our veggies are going to ring your Liberty Bell, Philly boy. Well, let's dance, veggie head. Whatever. You're all talk and no meat. Listen, meathead, you ain't got nothing.
Domino's American Legends. 6 famous regional tastes, each with a cheesy crust. You decide the best of the best.
You know what I love about Raisin Bran Crunch? All the delicious raisins.
I like the crunchy flakes and the granola clusters. You know, that's why it says crunch on there.
Yeah, but raisins are before crunch on the box. Even Bran made it before crunch.
Yeah, but look how big the word crunch is. I mean, it just dominates the box.
I like the box because in the middle of the word Kellogg's is hello, like a British greeting. Hello, governor.
3 tasty ingredients, 1 great combination.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
From Kellogg.
Dr. Scholl's massaging gel insoles with 2 different gels for softness and support are outrageously comfortable.
I'd rather walk anyway.
Are you gelling? Dr. Scholl's.
The 10th inning is brought to you by Culver's. Come into Culver's for a great treat and get Culverized. The 10th inning has been brought to you by Culver's. Come into Culver's for a great treat and get Culverized.
For Milwaukee today, 11 runs on 14 hits. They hit for a lot of power today as they beat the Cubs 11-2. Our Culver's sweet defensive play of the game. Not too many highlights for the Cubs, but Ryan Theriot throwing out Mike Cameron, who made one of the rare mistakes for the Brewers today at third base. That was in the 3rd inning. Get Culverized. Well, in terms of this Brewer ball club, I think they've been a little worried about their starting pitching outside of Giovanni Gallardo. You know they'd like to go out and make a deal like they did last year when they got CC Sabathia. That guy may not be available this year, but Suppan and Looper the last 2 days were very good.
Yeah, they pitched 2 extremely good games against the Cubs. And you mentioned the CC Sabathia deal last year. The Brewers really had to raid their minor league system to put together the prospects to make that deal. So I'm not so sure how much the Brewers have in their minor league system at this point to go out and try to pursue another frontline pitcher.
Let's look ahead here as the Cubs wrap up the first half. All at home. Atlanta comes in after tomorrow. Then the off day Thursday. 4 games against St. Louis, including the day-night doubleheader to close out the first half. Then it's back to the road, Washington and Philadelphia. And there'll be a lot of conversations about that lineup. It seems to be a daily question to Lou Piniella as Alfonso Soriano continues to struggle. But I think you pointed it out during the game. It doesn't really matter where Soriano bats. The approach is probably the same, and he just needs to find a way to come up with a couple of hits.
Well, and we signal out Alfonso Soriano because he's such a key part of this Cubs offense. But really, other than Derek Lee, there's a lot of fingers to be pointed. A lot of guys need to have better at-bats. A lot of guys need to improve their numbers. We haven't seen a lot of those continued innings that the Cubs had so many of last year where they would keep the inning going with a walk, or the defense would make an error. You string together a couple base hits and another walk, and then somebody comes up with a big extra base hit. That's how you put the crooked numbers on the board that the Cubs have not been able to do this year consistently.
Our next WGN broadcast of Chicago Cubs baseball will be Tuesday night, middle game of an upcoming weekday series against the Atlanta Braves. Javier Vasquez and Ryan Dempster on the mound, 7 o'clock Central Time, right here on WGN. We hope you enjoy the rest of your 4th of July and the holiday weekend. Unfortunately, Cubs dropped this one today 11-2. We'll see you Tuesday night here on WGN.